I may need these today when I'm done. So I'm going to head out to Westpoint and try to have some fun. Alright, I'm here. Let's have some fun.
This will be my second trip to the North Alabama Trail Riders Association leased property, better known as the Westpoint Tennessee Trail System. There are still lots of trails that I have not been on yet, so I'm hoping that today I will have plenty of time to explore some more. I got here pretty early, so there really isn't anyone around yet. Well, except for Randy, the constable.
Where's your rig? How you doing today? Good? Where's your rig? I got it at home. Oh, really? I thought I might be seen better with this one. I think we'll be crowded today. You think so? Over.
Now, one of Randy's main jobs is patrolling the Westpoint trails. He's not out to ruin people's days with checkpoints and searches, but he does make sure there are no jeeps or rock crawlers tearing up the trails. And another important part of his duty is to make sure people stay out of the waterways. The feds will shut down our trails real quick if we screw up the creeks. Now, he has lots of authority out there, but he doesn't abuse it, but rather he uses it to ensure that side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and motorcycles continue to enjoy the Westpoint Trail system. Now, Randy and I bought our side-by-sides on the same day at the same dealership. He bought a Ranger, and of course I bought the Razor. He was ahead of me, so I had to wait for him to finish his paperwork before I could do mine. While we both waited for the people ahead of us, we started talking. And that's how we kind of got to know each other. So now, whenever I see him on the trails, I stop and talk for a bit. We're just kind of looking at see what the trail numbers are. Here I have a map. This is 70. I just came off of here. I must have went up here, and this is 70, which shows this. But I don't know if it's 70 going down there or 70 going straight across, the way these things are kind of tangled up there. But we'll just kind of ride around a little bit and see. It rained just a little bit the other day, not enough to make a difference, but otherwise it's been kind of dry out here, so you may not find a whole lot of mud. Be just kind of dry, bouncy stuff. So here's 70 again, which means we probably looped around. We would probably loop around. It says Chef's Cut. That's what they call it. All I can imagine is that goes down there and comes back up here. So if I went down, I may see more of 70. But for now, and if that's what that is, that means we're probably on 68. And this is a trail I have not yet traveled. I have not traveled many through here. I've only been here one other. Alright, so I just did a whole commentary down this trail, and apparently this camera was not on. It is now 8:56 a.m. I started the side. I guess I got one on the side, but no commentary. So, well, I'm going to take a break real quick. Well, let's see if this stupid camera will keep rolling this time. Because the last time I thought I turned it on, but I've been having a problem with that lately. I've ran the last 2 times I ran my drone, I thought I was getting footage. Didn't get a thing, didn't have it turned on. So I gotta pay more attention to what I do, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can take this trail to the bowl. It's tight. It's a tight trail. It's one of those where you're like, be careful, I don't want to rip off my camera or a fender, especially on this brand new RZR. My wife would not be happy. I wouldn't either, though. So we're just going to take our time and work our way down. Just some tightness around here. Caution, trail crossing. This is for motorcycles. There's one way for them to go, and they try to go at high speed, and you don't want to be in the middle of it when they come rolling through there. Can't you turn any tighter than that? That was kind of weird. Last time I was here, I actually went on this trail a couple times, but at one point I was following a couple other RZRs, and these guys were just, they wanted to go as fast as they could, man. They just left me way behind, so I completely lost them by the end of this trail. I got into the bowl there with them, but coming out, by the time I got to the end there, I had no idea where they went. Yeah, it's a tad bit tight through here, though. This is fun. This is a nice day. They say it's supposed to get up to 70. I was seeing in the 60s on the phone on the weather app last night, but no, that was. That's fun. Bumpy bump. Can you imagine this when it's been raining and you can't see what these little ruts and stuff look like? Let's see if we can't miss that thing altogether. Then we get down here to the bottom of this gully or hollow or whatever you want to call it, and then miss that, and then we got to go up a little bit tighter. Yeah, I think last time I was here, this was actually had water in it. All right, so we've got through that little creek, which was nothing. I mean, no big deal. But now we have this cut back up the hill, and I'm going to take it in this direction. There's two ways up. I'm taking this one. I do not like how badly this thing leans, but it's just a matter of doing it now. There you go, just like that. This here is also a very steep lean, but we're all right. That is the worst of it, I think. It wouldn't really be all that scary except for the fact that there's a hill down there, a cliff. If you lean over too much and go down, that wouldn't be too fun. And there you have it. We got up that part, no problem. Now these Outlaw tires, man, they just grab and take you. The downside is without any give, without any slide, it's possible to break. It's easier. It makes it more. Makes it easier to break your axles and stuff. I remember coming up here with those guys last time. They got so far ahead of me on it. I don't see how they. And they didn't have any really good tires. They just drove them like bats out of hell. Nice muddy spot. Not as muddy as it was last time. That's right out very much there. But this should take us to the bowl. If I remember my directions correctly. And there may or may not be anybody there. Here is the water's gone down in here. Even though it rained a little bit last time, it was a lot higher than it is now. But no reason to splash through that and throw mud all over me like I did last time. Now there's an actual gate that you can go in, and it's a pretty smooth little ride back here to this bowl, but they've gated it off because apparently it used to be that people would come out here with cars and trucks and Jeeps and everything else, and they'd party all night and just kind of tore the place up. So they were trying to bring that to an end and make it only be able to get in here on a four-wheeler or 8 side-by-side or something if you want to brave these trails. And it's harder to carry in a bunch of old tires and stuff like that to make trash, I guess. And here's the bowl. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on out here right now. There's nothing going on out here right now. Stop. Go through traffic to Wisdom Road. That's where they had to gate it. Got it gated off. Let's put this in low. So I guess the question is where all them motorcycles go. There's a whole bunch of motorcycles down that one spot. And they usually come back here like crazy. And this was supposed to be a busy day too. There's nobody here doing anything. It is still early in the day, so it's understandable that there isn't anyone at the bowl yet. But I can promise that soon there will be plenty of riders. I will meet a crew. I will spend the rest of the day riding with that crew. And I will ride some new trails that will not only challenge me, but challenge the RZR as well. So stay tuned for part 2.